You cannot judge a book by its good cover, but you can surely sell it. A good cover of a book that resembles the niche can help you make a sell. Let me help you make book selling more profitable with these 5 book ideas for Kindle Direct Publishing. Hi guys, my name is RJ Martinez and I'm here to bring you 5 new niche ideas when it comes to selling books on Amazon. So the response to the first video, I know that you guys enjoy research about KDP. So I'll be doing more research in general on print on demand on my channel. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Now, the cover is just as important as the interior, okay? So the goal is to win the click with the cover. And what does that mean? It's basically when the customer is searching on Amazon for a book, right? You wanna give them what they want. And if they click on it, they look at the interior, they look at the inside feature, it's something that they want. Now, the description too is very important because if they don't have the look inside feature, they can obviously look at the description and it kind of back up what's inside the book, and then it makes it easier for them to purchase. So think about it that way. And the goal is to create something that's the best seller in that niche so you can get a consistent stream of income with that one book. All right, if you want more access to interiors too as well, there is a Pixel Pod Studio down below in the description. Go over there, sign up, you get access to over 190 interiors. As of me making this video, we should be passing over 200 interiors researched, keywords, different niches. Very, very powerful, really awesome. So check it out, sign up for it. Yeah, so here is niche number 1, wedding record book. Now, the first thing I'm thinking about when diving into this niche is, okay, it's got very competitive niche, right? It is a very competitive niche, but there is different types, so I'm thinking different types of cultures, you know what I mean? So do they have different types of weddings, different themed weddings, right? So think about that when you're coming into this niche. What can you do that's different, right? And I'm thinking just themed or just to a certain culture or something like that, right? It's designed for that culture and how they celebrate their weddings. It may be different from someone else's wedding. So think about it that way, right? You come in here, you're seeing, a lot of flowers and trees and a rustic wood type of design on the covers. The cover is just as important as the interior. I've always said that personally myself. It just, when it comes to that, you want to give it that vibe, right? You want to win the click. Why would someone click on your cover and then not someone else's cover? When they click on the cover, the interior, the description, all that stuff matters. So think about it that way. If you want a top selling book in a niche, all that matters, right? So very important. So first example of one, as you're looking at these, right, you're seeing different, so when they receive the gifts from a wedding and stuff like that, sometimes there's there's baby showers, stuff like that, the bridals, baby showers, there's a gift log. So they're using this right here to basically, when they receive the gift, they're writing it down. That's all it is, right? Nothing too crazy, as you can see once we open it up, the look inside feature. But it's a consistent seller, right? As you can see, really, really awesome. So think of other ways that you can approach this niche without being, there's a ton of competition and creating a ton of competition for yourself, okay? So next one, okay, gift log again, some flowers on the front page, the inside, as you can see, a little bit different from the other one. Okay, very, very simple to create. So like I said, think of different ways you can approach to go after this niche. All right, consistent seller, crushing it. All right, now wedding gift log. As you can see, we've seen this one right here on the front page, and it was ranking pretty well. Now this is going to be a seasonal, it might be a seasonal niche, right? Because weddings in May, April, springtime, they do pretty well. But this one right here, it's a gift log too on the inside, wedding gift log. So think about what you can do to be different from everyone else in this niche. Let's check this out. Consistent seller, right? Boom, crushing it. Maybe you can mix the wedding and mix it a little bit more, right? You have a wedding gift log, and then there's sign-in book. There's different things that you can do for the wedding, right? So next niche. All right, so the next niche is going to be vehicle service log. All right, now you're looking at these right here. You can, I'm seeing carbon fiber. You're seeing just track record, stuff like that. And then I'm looking at the covers, by the way, too. I'm pretty sure that's carbon fiber. I might be wrong. Simple, nothing too crazy. Okay, here we go. A little bit getting more about the, vehicle maintenance. Okay, auto maintenance. There we go, getting a little bit more detailed, kind of like showing more about the niche, right? So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking when I was coming in here too. Having a car on the cover, you got to be careful, right? You can't be using any of the brand name cars. More of like a generic type of car, I guess you would put on there. But some of the ways that they do it, putting like a steering wheel on there, as you can see, and then putting some tools and gasoline, spark plugs, stuff like that. There's ways around that like that. Really interesting niche, like a tire. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right, so this is a pretty cool niche, and it does really well. Okay, now think about it, like there's a lot of businesses that use this type of logbook, right? So, or even just a person that's just trying to keep track of the maintenance on their car, right? That's a big thing in this niche. So a lot of people are checking a lot of the stuff. So here's one right here, very simple, plain purple, dark purple type of color with the yellow text, the yellow graphic on here. As you can see, they're talking about what they have inside of the interior, right? The columns, very simple that you can pretty much anyone can do, right? But the idea here is like, what can you do? What can you do in here to be different? And what can you do to create something? Because if you create something different, you're going to be a top seller in this niche. And that's what I always say too. It's like, if you have 100 people doing the same book, okay? If you have 100 people doing the same book, okay, you're going to be 101. Okay. So how are you going to be different to get to number one? It's like, okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to learn about the niche a little bit more, figure out what I can do to be different with the inside, the interior, and create something unique. Okay. And that means even if you have to add more pages, more detailed information, if you even have to go from a low content book to a medium content book, right? That's if it takes to get to that number one spot, do it, right? So very simple. You can see it has some reviews. It barely made it this year, but it's really cool because as you start to make sales with this niche, you will start to rank organically and start to make even more sales, right? And that's very powerful because going into Q4, you go from making 1 sale a day, you're going to 2 to 3 to 4 a day. And then next thing you know, you have over 100 reviews, and then it just starts cranking, bam, 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 right? So very, very, very powerful. Next one, personal vehicle maintenance log book, car maintenance. Vehicle maintenance logbook, name, phone number. Now you see what they did here. Okay, table of contents. Added a little bit more information inside this interior, which is really cool because that's probably what's going to help you stand out from everyone else, right? Look at it. Barely uploaded this year, but it's starting to make sales, starting to rank. Really cool. Okay, something simple, very easy to create. But you want to take it to the next level. Next book, auto maintenance logbook. Same one, kind of more of like a leather looking type of manual book I'm looking at. As I'm looking at this, it's been selling, right? Like once a month, twice a month. And how would you get more sales? Just figure out, you could probably put some AMS behind it or drive your own traffic to it. Okay, get that bad boy ranking because right here you can see it was selling, boom, 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 boom. And obviously it can be a consistent seller, right? A nice interior inside, pretty cool. Nice. See, it has some. This is what I'm talking about right here. Adding more information, adding more detail, making it look a little bit more cleaner. Okay. Boom. All right, so let's move on to the next niche. All right, next niche is going to be meeting logbook. All right. Now, you want to think about what people are having a meeting about, right? What is it? Work related, business related? There's you can just go down and down. Like think about interviews. I'm thinking meetings. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? I'm gathering ideas in my head right now as I'm recording this. Okay, look, mobile crane, daily inspector, checklist, logbook, enjoy the little things, book, meeting logbook right here, safety meeting. Here we go. See, so there's different types of meetings: safety meetings, toolbox talk, site logbook, construction, right? Minutes, construction and maintenance, daily log, meeting minute, parent contact log, meeting log. You see as we're going down right here, right? So yeah, this is an interesting niche. So think about it that way. Okay, let's go into the examples. Okay, this one was a parent teacher communication log. This is big right here for like back to school and stuff like that. This is a very interesting niche right here. Okay, this is really cool. because you may not even have known about this, but this would be a consistent seller all year long. You know, there's a ton that you can do inside this niche right here. So it gives you kind of more of ideas, right? So we come in here, see what's going on. Very simple, very easy to put together, right? Anyone can do this. But what can you do to take it to the next level for this with this book right here? What is it that you can do, right? That's what I'm thinking about. What can you do to take it to the next level? You look at the BSR. It's a consistent seller, right? But like, what else can you do? I think there's something in here that we can be done more to make it even sell even more, right? And it's not, oh, just run ads. No, that's not always the answer. Okay, there's something in here that can be done more. I'm not sure exactly what it would be. You would have to do a little bit more work on that, but there's something more that could be done in here. Okay. Meeting notes, business organizer notebooks for meetings, minutes taking, record log. Okay. No, so now this one right here is a consistent seller, crushes, right? Mermaid, kind of fish scaly looking cover, right? Simple interior. Anyone can do this, right? It has a good amount of reviews already. You can see it's probably ranking #1 in a lot of search terms. Okay, so it's doing some damage, but this is a real cool, nice cover, right? And this is more for like a woman would buy this, right? A man wouldn't buy this cover, and I don't know, maybe they would. I don't know, I'm not sure. So they could go either way with this right here, right? So very interesting. You can see that this book is a consistent seller and it's crushing it. All right, next one, meeting logbook. Okay, you look at the inside. Very simple, very easy book to create, and I like how they did this with the back end, so that way, because sometimes on mobile the look inside feature is not available, so sometimes the trick around this would be to, you know, create the look in, like the example of what the interior looks like in the back of the cover, right? I guess it's okay, but you would I would make this a little bit more prettier. Looks like they just threw it up there. I guess it doesn't look like it. It won't look good on a table or nothing like that. Just to go over this right here too, as you can see that with the keywords and stuff like that not being very good, it's still consistently selling. Okay, so you can see like if you do the research correctly and you have everything done correctly, you can make a consistent seller without even, you know, putting all the keywords inside of like having correct keywords throughout the listing, right? You can definitely make some consistent sales with this, and this goes to show you. Okay, it's not like the best book in the world, but the idea behind this is they got it up and kind of got the idea, and now they're making sales. So just finding a good niche. This is a good example. Finding a good niche that has a demand, you can literally create a consistent seller, right? All right, so the next niche is going to be laboratory logbook. All right, so controlled substance logbook. Interesting, right? I can see this right here crushing, and obviously it has a good BSR. Okay, as I go down, just checking out the covers. Okay. Dental laboratory, controlled substance. Okay, you're seeing controlled substance right there a lot. Just want to make that clear that you see that. Cannabis journal. So like, this is the crazy thing, and I always talk about this too. Laboratory logbook. So like when I did that search, right? Okay, I was expecting to find like certain things, but then I come up, like you go down a rabbit hole sometimes and you end up finding like controlled substance logbook. All right, let's just check this bad boy out, right? As you're doing the research. This is uploaded last year, okay? And I can tell like it's obviously a consistent seller, and it sells really good, right? Like this right here, you want multiple books doing this type of numbers because it's like selling every other day, right? And this is just something that we literally, and all this stuff is easy to create too, by the way. Okay, so if you do research and you just do searches and just gather the information, the data that Amazon's giving you, you can find so many different types of niches in here. Okay, very powerful. As you can see, a consistent seller. It's just selling over and over and over, especially going into Q4. Watch, it's just gonna crush even more. And then over the years, the reviews and all that stuff that it's gonna rack up, it's gonna crush. It's gonna do some numbers. So really cool, really awesome that we kind of just found it right now. So one of the examples I'm gonna show you right here. This is a cool cover. I love this cover. It's pretty cool. right? Laboratory logbook, chemistry lab book. It's a it's getting there. It's getting traction, right? It's starting to sell. October 14th, 2020. Now that the demand for it, it all depends on the demand and the customers and stuff like that, and if they're looking for this in the search volume, right? And if the customer's searching for this, but I think it's a really good cover, and I like how they put it all real design, really, really nicely and put together. Interior, nice, decent, very simple, well put together. Back of the cover is really cool too. Yeah, awesome. $8.99. Doing some money, doing some sales. Not nothing too crazy, but you can see the potential with this book right here, right? If you drove a little bit more traffic to it, you can definitely do some numbers with it. Next one, lab log book. Interior is very simple, just a square with some lines in it, right? Nothing too crazy. I'm not sure if it should be that way. Maybe that should be a little bit bigger. It looks a little small on the inside. Put this a little bit bigger too, kind of push it out a little bit so they can have more room to write. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that. Maybe it is. Come over here. That's sold one time. The niche is okay. Alright, it's not all that. Okay, next one. Lab notebook. Okay. The cover is pretty cool. I like the cover. Okay. Very simple. Okay, very easy to do. Okay, this one's sold once. I think it's sold again up here. Again, it dropped down. This niche is okay. It's not all that, but I think as I did that, I kind of found this little hidden gem right here. Controlled substance. This is a powerful niche, consistent seller, crushing. This is what you want right here, okay? This is a good example of diving into a niche and then figuring out, okay, what's going on in here and what else can I do, okay? This is very powerful. So this is a gold mine right here. Like if you got any ideas from this video, check this out and then do this rinse and repeat the same thing with your niche. Like if you have a consistent seller in your niche, do a few searches and see what you can find, because next thing you know, you'll have another top selling book because you're doing a search and going down the rabbit hole, right? So very, very powerful. All right, so the next niche is going to be the sailing log book. All right, log ships. Okay, as I'm coming in here, I'm thinking boats, right off the back. Thinking the wheel on the boat, right, that you spin around, the anchor. You see the anchor, old classic boat right there. So you can see small little graphic with text, very simple, plain black, easy to do. Coming in here, you can see now you're getting a little bit more detailed stuff like this. Obviously, this is like a next level type of book. It has a spiral on it, right? But look at, you're seeing like a little scope, anchor, and just thinking about what you can do in this niche. Selling log, simple, like a captain's log, and I think this would be perfect right now during the summertime. This is a niche that does really well. Okay, look at this one, 95K BSR. All right, this is a cool niche to jump into. I like it. So with that being said, we're looking at some of these. This cover right here, very easy, very simple to do. First, that's easy to do. This is easy to do. Okay, and very simple, easy book, priced at $10, doing consistent sales. Nice back cover, simple. 8x10. Also, to always pay attention, because every single niche is going to be different when it comes to the size of the book. I get a lot of questions about this. Okay, what size should my book be? Okay, you have to do the research. Okay, when you do the research, go on every single, if you go onto the product page, it will tell you the size of the book. Now, they recommend not to put the pages or the size of the book in the subtitle or in the title, whatever it is, but you can see like on the product information, it's 8x10 inches. A page length, 150. Okay, consistent seller, it's crushing, doing really, really well. And also too, frequently bought together. If you look at this section right here, so if they're buying this one, they're buying this one. Okay, so there is multiple ways for you to get inspiration by looking at all these different types of books, right? If you come down here, but on the product details, it'll show you the dimensions and stuff like that. Okay, so most likely, if this one's being bought, this one is a good seller too as well. So book repair and maintenance logbook. Okay, this is boat repair. Yeah, so this is being purchased with this one. Okay. If you can create 2 books that are being purchased together, you literally just doubled your sales. You went from 1 to 2 sales. And then if you can do that and then create something, you know, something else, you went from 2 to 4 sales. So think about it that way too as well. And by us doing that, you can see like this one is a consistent seller too as well. Okay. Very, very, very powerful. 8x10, 115 pages. Check out the inside. Cool cover. Yep. Interior is really nice how they put it all together and how they're doing it. It's simple, right? But they're just kind of going into more details with everything, having a table of contents. You know what I mean? So, and then they're pricing the book at $10.99. It's doing some numbers. So every summer it seems like, or just getting into, you know, you look at this, it starts to get into like March and May, it starts to do consistent numbers. And then July drops down, you know what I mean? It drops down a lot because it's making more sales. So by you doing that, you can see frequently bought together. That's a little trick right there. Don't tell no one. So next one, ship's log. Now, of course, this is not a KDP book, right? This is a spiral bound notebook. We don't have those yet. Hopefully we do get those in the future. That'd be really cool because you can put the price up a little bit higher. But you can definitely get inspiration and ideas from here too, right? You see what they're doing. You see how more detailed it is, right? Maybe you can create something like this with KDP. And look at it, crushing it, doing really good, really, really good. Price point is really high. Maybe create something like this and you can put up the price point a little bit more. All right. Now, of course, this is a leather cover, right? Obviously not a low content book, low KDP, but you know, once you get to that level and you have a consistent seller, and if this applies to your niche, maybe, you know, you can take a little leather book and create your own book, and then next, you know, you raise the price a little bit and you can make some consistent sales or just make money like this, but crushing it. Yeah, anything below like 10,000 BSR, you're crushing. So very, very powerful. And also to look at frequently bought together, you can see what they're buying. You know, next you know, you can create a pin for the book, right? You see how I'm doing this, like, you know, just niching down and going down that rabbit hole. So what else can I get that will pair with this, right? As we did over here and this one right here. So obviously the daily log entry worked really well with the boat repair book. So buying those two together, people are keeping track of everything that they're doing with their boat, and very, very powerful. So with that being said, if you found any new niches, give this video a thumbs up and check out my other videos right here.